Sorry about that. Call to order this City Council meeting of March 16, 2016. And Father, thank you for having mercy on us. Let our life be useful and bring glory to your name through our Lord and Savior Jesus. Amen. Amen. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Glenn, would you please call roll?
I will. Councilmember Cowdery?
Here.
Councilmember Gibbs is absent. Councilmember Crane?
Here.
Councilmember Miller?
Here.
Councilmember Quinn?
Here.
Councilmember Rothrock?
Here.
Councilmember Shepard is absent, and Councilmember Vaughn are absent.
Thank you. We do not have any public hearings tonight. However, we have one special presentation from our police department. Chief Adler?
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to start tonight by thanking all the officers that are behind me. I will tell you that I've been in Johnson County law enforcement for over 20 years. This is the best county of law enforcement I've ever seen. And knowing that I can pick up the phone or our dispatch can and call a department as far away as Olathe and have a canine up here to handle the incident with our officers I'm about to tell you about is impeccable. So Johnson County law enforcement to me is the best there is. So I've told everybody for a long time that we haven't had anybody taken out of a parking lot in this city in almost 19 years that I've been here. February 1st of this year at 1923 hours up there at the Hy-Vee, you guys are familiar with it, but for the people that aren't, I'll relay this story for you. Person was watching a lady in the parking lot up there, had been up there for a few weeks watching and decided that this was the night that he was going to try and take somebody in the parking lot of one of our businesses. Went up and did that. That lady fought back that night. Ran back inside the store. Our suspect ran across the street. We had 3 officers that showed up on the scene within less than 60 seconds. That's another thing about Johnson County law enforcement, especially in the Northeast. For 2 square miles, we have 3 officers on duty and as many as 6. I will tell you that other cities, the response time is not that fast. But Officers Hodge, Baylark, and Sergeant Kofer were on the scene in less than 60 seconds. Officer Hodge talked to the victim, got her the help that she needed. She was injured in the incident. Sergeant Kofer and Officer Baylark went across the street, and Officer Mills from the Olathe Police Department and his canine dog, who is here but we cannot bring inside tonight. He's a little worked up over his training today. Canine Unit Axel showed up on the scene, and they found a ladder that was across the street near Abeludo's. Officer Baylark climbed up on the roof, and as he climbed up on the roof, our suspect jumped down the other side of the building where Olathe's canine was waiting, and he was apprehended. So, due to the fact that our officers were as fast as they were and the help that we got from the Olathe Police Department, this person was apprehended and put in custody that night. So, a lot of times these cases don't get an arrest that quick. This is great work by great officers from our department and Olathe. So, I applaud them, but I need Officer Baylark, Sergeant Kofer, Officer Hodge, and Officer Mills of the Olathe Police Department to come forward, please. As long as we're not going shortest to highest. Right? Very much appreciate it. That's just out of my city that night. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Now the other thing too is we did get one of these for the canine unit himself, even though he probably does not like that. We did get him a. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Very proud of you. do not have any notes or bonds this evening, and our consent agenda has only one item tonight. I would entertain a motion to approve.
Mayor, I move the City Council adopt the consent agenda as printed, item 3A.
Second.
Please call roll.
Councilmember Rothrock.
Aye.
Councilmember Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Crane.
Aye.
Councilmember Cowdery.
Aye.
Councilmember Miller.
Aye.
The motion carries.
Thank you. If you have any questions regarding our community committees, you may ask staff or bring this up under new business. Public comments. This is an opportunity for members of the public to comment on items that are not on the agenda. Yes, ma'am. Could you come up and state your name and address for the record?
I'm June Jordan, and I live at 6231 Rosewood Court. We're not on the agenda, but my neighbor, Judy Weidman, and myself are here because we have street issues, and we'd like to see new paving and new asphalt put into our Lido Villa area, because we feel that they're degrading the property values when you drive through.
We're going over streets now, so we will definitely take that in consideration. And I'm sure John Belger will go over there and take a look and see what is John right over there behind the second seat there. So we'll take a look at it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Action items. We do not have any items from the Planning Commission this evening. And next is our committee reports. Councilmember Rothrock, will you please report on the Finance and Administration Committee?
The City Commission licenses massage establishments, in-office massage, and massage therapists. Karen Diaz has applied for an in-office massage therapy permit and has passed the required background check.
Yes, we did confirm that after the committee meeting.
The permit is for 1 year and may be renewed administratively on an annual basis. Mayor, I move the City Council approve the in-office massage therapy permit for Karen Diaz, massage therapist.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call roll.
Councilmember Miller.
Aye.
Councilmember Cowdery.
Aye.
Councilmember Crane.
Aye.
Councilmember Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Rothrock.
Aye.
The motion carries.
Second, we have the resolution designating city-sponsored festival events. In order to allow for the consumption of alcohol on public property, Michigan's codes require the city to approve a resolution designating specific city-sponsored festival events for the upcoming year. The proposed resolution designates the Michigan Farm and Flower Market kickoff party on May 3rd and the Mission Battle of the Brisket Barbecue Contest on September 16th and 17th as the 2016 city-sponsored festival events. Mayor, I move the City Council approve a resolution designating the 2016 city-sponsored festival events.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call roll.
Councilmember Rothrock.
Aye.
Councilmember Cowdery.
Aye.
Councilmember Crane.
Aye.
Councilmember Miller.
Aye.
Councilmember Quinn.
Aye.
The motion carries.
And I conclude this
Okay, thank you, Marcy. Councilmember Quinn, will you please provide a report from the Community Development Committee?
Yes, Mayor, thank you. First item here, 6C, is a resolution approving the 2017-2021 CARS list. Using a combination of state gas tax dollars and county general fund revenues, the CARS program provides funds to cities to construct and maintain eligible streets. Each year, Mission submits a 5-year road improvement plan to the county. Selected projects may receive up to 50% of the project's construction and construction inspection costs. Cities are responsible for design, right-of-way, and utility relocation costs. This proposed resolution approving the 2017 to 2021 CARS list serves as a budgeting and forecasting tool and includes Fox Ridge Phase 1, that's 56th to 51st Street in 2017, and Fox Ridge Phase 2, 51st Street to Lamar in 2018. Approval of this proposed resolution does not specifically commit to any expenditure of funds. Its purpose is to communicate to the county the CARS eligible projects that Mission is considering over the next 5 years. Therefore, Mayor, I move that the City Council approve a resolution approving a 5-year city-county street improvement program.
Second.
Any discussion? Please call roll.
Councilmember Miller.
Aye.
Councilmember Rothrock.
Aye.
Councilmember Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Cowdery.
Aye.
Councilmember Crane.
Aye.
The motion carries.
6D is the Fox Ridge Project Design Contract. Fox Ridge Drive from 51st to 56th Street is a minor collector street that is in poor condition, and sidewalks are not well connected or ADA compliant. This project is CARS eligible, and improvements would consist of a 2-inch mill and overlay of the existing pavement, full depth replacement where necessary, new curb and gutter, and replacement of stormwater infrastructure. Additionally, sidewalks will be replaced or installed and brought up to ADA compliance. Street lighting will also need to be considered for replacement due to the age and conflict with sidewalk installation and repairs. A scope and fee was requested from both of our on-call engineers, with GBA submitting the lowest and best bid in the amount of $65,174. So therefore, Mayor, I move that the City Council approve the contract with GBA for the design of Fox Ridge Drive from 51st to 56th Street in an amount not to exceed $65,174.
Second.
Any discussion?
I actually do have a question, and I apologize for not asking it earlier, but I guess I didn't really realize, how come we only submitted a request for bid to the 2 on-call engineers? How come we didn't put it out?
We went through a competitive process
Okay.
when we selected those 2 on-call engineers. So we went through an RFP or RFQ selection process, and we selected, and I know, John,
Yes.
how many years ago? Just
2014.
2014. So we selected those 2, and so we have the ability on a larger project, I believe, to go outside. So we would have some flexibility to do that, but generally we go to those 2 and ask them to submit.
Okay, I don't think I realized that. Thank you for the explanation.
Thanks. Please call roll.
Councilmember Cowdery.
Aye.
Councilmember Crane.
Aye.
Councilmember Rothrock.
Aye.
Councilmember Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Miller.
Aye.
The motion carries.
Next item is 6E, and it's the tree board ordinance amendments. Periodically, the tree board recommends updates to Chapter 240 of the city's code regarding the tree board, trees, and shrubs. At their January and February meetings, the tree board reviewed the current code and have recommended minimal changes. So, Mayor, I move that the City Council approve an ordinance amending certain sections of Chapter 240 of the Code of the City of Mission, Kansas, relating to tree boards, trees, and shrubs.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call roll.
Councilmember Rothrock.
Aye.
Councilmember Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Cowdery.
Aye.
Councilmember Crane.
Aye.
Councilmember Miller.
Aye.
The motion carries.
On item number 6F, Mayor, the 2016 tree plan, the tree board has reviewed the city's tree plan and is recommending minor changes. These include specifically designating funds in their budget for the tree removal and replacement, and defining the 10% rule included in the plan, which helps to ensure the landscape provides for spring, fall, and winter interest in the trees planted. So, Mayor, I move that the City Council adopt the City of Mission revised tree plan for 2016.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call roll.
Councilmember Miller.
Aye.
Councilmember Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Rothrock.
Aye.
Councilmember Crane.
Aye.
Councilmember Cowdery.
Aye.
The motion carries.
Mayor, as usual, I have more work to do here. I'm carrying the team here.
Yes, you are.
The 6G is the interlocal agreement for cooperative use of pools. And this is the 8th year that the City of Mission has partnered with other Johnson County cities to provide the Super Pool Pass. This pass allows those who purchase a Mission outdoor pool membership to add a Super Pool Pass for access to pools in other participating cities. Each participating city retains 1/2 of the Super Pool Pass revenue, and the remaining revenues are divided proportionally at the end of the season. As a part of this program, the agreement also includes a swim meet letter of understanding, which allows residents of the Super Pool Pass City hosting a swim meet at their facility free admission to any of the other facilities on the day of the meet. Mayor, I move that the City Council approve the agreement by and among the cities of Fairway, Leawood, Marion, Mission, Prairie Village, Roland Park, and Johnson County Parks and Recreation District for the use of swimming pool facilities and the swim meet letter of understanding.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call roll.
Councilmember Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Miller.
Aye.
Councilmember Crane.
Aye.
Councilmember Cowdery.
Aye.
Councilmember Rothrock.
Aye.
The motion carries.
And Mayor, if I could, one more item.
Yeah.
Item 6H, the intergovernmental services agreement for day/extended trips. Travel programs are provided by Mission, Lenexa, and Shawnee as part of their recreation programs. Working cooperatively on various travel opportunities allows all three cities to be more efficient by not duplicating trips or having to cancel trips due to a lack of participation. This proposed agreement limits each city to a maximum of 15 registered participants per trip, and each city may maintain a waiting list for use in the event that another city does not fill its spots. An additional 15% charge is added to the cost of each trip. Each city is responsible for registering their participants and collecting payment. At the completion of each trip, the costs, including the upcharge, will be divided and apportioned between the cities based on the number of participants. So, Mayor, I move that the City Council approve the intergovernmental services agreement between the cities of Mission, Shawnee, and Lenexa to provide recreational programs, including travel opportunities.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Please call roll.
Councilmember Rothrock.
Aye.
Councilmember Quinn.
Aye.
Councilmember Crane.
Aye.
Councilmember Cowdery.
Aye.
Councilmember Miller.
Aye.
The motion carries.
Mayor, that does conclude my report.
We do not have any unfinished business tonight. Does anyone have any new business?
I do. As you know, Mayor, last week I attended the Congress of Cities conference, which was held in Washington, D.C. It's elected officials from all over the country, and they come together and they have some common issues and some that are not so common, but we have meetings and different forums set aside to address individual issues as well as hear from people and some of the things they do, common practices in their communities. One of the things I thought was really interesting on a police front, Charlottesville, Virginia, they were getting complaints about people being stopped for speeding and a variety of different non-confrontational violations. One of the things that they established, and I'm waiting to get one in the mail, is a trifold. Anybody who's stopped for a traffic or non-traffic violation gets a trifold of their rights. And they're basically in bullet form. It was a real simplistic thing, but they hand them to everybody. And that way there's no controversy coming back, well, he said this and she said, if they're not on that bulletin or that menu of items, they're thrown out. I mean, it's pretty much concrete. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. When I get one in the mail, they ran out of them. I'm going to bring it in and just, we can kind of go over and see if it's something that could be useful in this community or not.
Sure, please do.
Secondly, I sit on a committee called Energy, Environment, and Natural Resources, and it deals with a whole spectrum of things that go on in communities, everything from trees with problems to waters. A lot of them deal with coastal issues. Well, you know, in the Midwest, that's not our biggest issue. And one of the things they put forth, and I actually got to make the recommendation, is that we move forward with a Congress-wide resolution on Flint, Michigan. And at that point, the administrator of EPA came and gave a talk, and the National League of Cities has now adopted a recommendation and a resolution that is going forward that says the level of support that all cities will provide in terms of coming up with a resolution to people drinking contaminated water. And it was a real neat opportunity. I don't think we could get past things, you know, like bird flight and different things. Nothing showed the amount of significance of kids drinking contaminated water. And that got to be a resolution, so it's a great opportunity.
That's great. Thanks. And thanks for going and reporting back. Anybody else with any new business?
Just wanted to remind everybody we have the Ward 2 meeting on Thursday, March 31st at Sylvester Community Center, 7 o'clock.
Okay. Well, next is mayor's report, and the only thing I have is maybe, and I don't know if everybody knows, and this is not a HIPAA violation, but our council person, Susie Gibbs, is not here tonight because of an operation on her neck or vertebrae. You know, you can't keep her down. She's still going. She's going. They're having some meetings at her house on the magazine. She was, last Saturday, she was at the meeting for about an hour and a half, and I think really kind of set her back a little bit. So maybe just continue prayers for Susie. She does a lot for this city, and we hope she comes back soon, but not too soon. She needs to get her rest. So.
She's still turning in code enforcement complaints as of late this afternoon. She's not too far off of her game.
Well, next is the city administrator's report.
Thank you, Mayor. I have just a couple of items to go through. First of all, thanks to Glenn Cole for stepping in and filling Martha's shoes. We'll have to tell her to watch out because she does a great job tonight. So thank you, Glenn. You may have seen, I think we put in the report, the spray. We're doing some repairs to the spray ground, the splash pad here at the aquatic center. After our first season, we had a leak that caused some cracking in the pavement. We tried to patch that, and we were not pleased with the quality of that patch and that repair, so they have ripped out the entire spray ground and are replacing that, and that's all covered under a warranty and maintenance contract with the original construction of the pool. So that will be completed and open and good to go for this season. Christie's Community Center is full of spring break campers this week, so if you've been over there, it's a little loud. The volume is up. We are also taking registrations, and registrations are filling up for our summer camp program, so we're excited about that. We will be sending out, we put together our tentative budget calendar for the 2017 budget, so you can all get work sessions and committee meetings kind of mapped out between now and August. We'll send that out Friday with the city administrator's report. We have, you may have noticed last week, Johnson Drive landscaping was kind of cleaned up, spruced up, remulched. I think it looks really great. So it was nice to have that done. Spring is definitely on the way. We will be hosting our Bunny Extravaganza on Saturday, March 26th from 10 to noon at the community center. So if you're available and want to come down and be a part of that excitement and chaos, please do so. Our next meeting is going to be April 6th, which will be our committee meetings. That is after the April 5th election. And just as a reminder, we will get that out on the website and make it available. But polling locations for that April 5th location, Ward 1 will be St. Pius, Ward 2 at the Community Center, Ward 3 at the Northeast Johnson County offices, and Ward 4 at Trinity Lutheran Church. And that's all I have.
Okay. Thank you. There is no executive session tonight, so if there is no other business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
If I could, one more thing I wanted to bring up was just to let people know the plans for the Mission Farm and Flower Market from the 2016 edition are coming along fantastically. I attended a couple of meetings here recently, and with the help of a lot of volunteers and staff people, they've already got this thing rocking and rolling so good. Kevin out here and his wife have been involved in it, and we really appreciate all the help. But I think people are going to be surprised this year with the Mission Farmers Market, Farm and Flower Market. And I hope you'll spread the word and help us get the word out about it, because it's going to be a really good market this year. And I'm excited about it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm done. I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
I'll take these guys.
All right. Dave signed stuff. Not only signed, but signed stuff. The red folder is mine.
I'll have Steve sign the rest of this. Those go there. Make sure he got everything
What's the last one? He's been doing this all
See you later, guys.
Oh, Jennifer.
I think I'm going to ask our council member just real quick.
Thank you.